Hi guys, and welcome back to Refreshing Motherhood. I've gotten so many questions and requests for videos about budgeting and how my husband and I use the envelope system and use cash on a daily basis as we are living debt-free. So I thought I would sit down for you since it's the first of the month and walk you through how I get organized and how I prepare all of our envelopes and use kind of a more modern technique for the envelope system, something that works really well for us, and I am so excited to share it with you guys. I love talking about this stuff because I think it's so important and it has just done so many wonderful things for our family, and I know that it can do the same for you. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Taylor. My husband and I have done the Dave Ramsey plan for our entire marriage, about 4 years. We got really serious about a year into our marriage, and we have just seen so many amazing things come from it. So we are currently living debt-free. We paid off like $60,000 worth of debt in about a year and a half of our marriage and have just been chugging along ever since. Saving up for a down payment to buy a house. We're hoping to actually be able to build a house. If you want to know more about that, then you can go check out our vlogging channel. But today I am sharing how I am using the envelope system in a new way. So Rachel Cruz is Dave Ramsey's daughter actually, and she created this wallet. She came out with it right about Christmas time, and she created a clip system that's kind of a spin-off of the envelope system, has all of the same ideas and thought behind it, the same purpose, but it just is a little bit simpler of a system, and I have fallen in love with it. So I actually put this on my Christmas list. It was such like a mom adult Christmas present idea, but I was so excited about it, and it's just so funny. So this is her black leather wallet. It's really beautiful, really high quality. I've been so happy with it. And inside, what she provides for you is these little clippies. So these are just like regular clips that you would use for any type of office supply that you'd have, and she provides you with 5 of them, and they are all different colors. And then basically what I did is went and took a ballpoint like Sharpie marker and I wrote the categories of items that we envelope. So things that are automatic bills that come automatically out of our account, I don't create an envelope for them. We keep track of that in our account, and we have specific budget categories for those items, so we know that they're coming out, but we don't need to pull cash out for them since we pay them electronically. So the items that we need on a monthly basis that we can pay cash for that are in store, that's what we take envelopes out. So for us, we have one for our daughter Denver, we have one for entertainment. So this for us is like date night, and if we wanted to do like a fun family day and maybe go to the zoo or something, then we would use cash for that. We have food, which is groceries, and then we have home, so things like toilet paper or light bulbs or anything that you need for the house. We have a category for that, and then we have our personal money. So my husband and I each get an allowance of personal money that we get to spend whatever we want on, no questions asked. It is very, very tiny every month, but it's something. It gives you a little bit of freedom in your budget to feel like you're not so restricted, and I can buy clothes and I can buy, you know, jewelry and things that I want, and he can buy tech items and things that he wants. So those are the categories that we use on this little clip system. So inside the wallet, what you will find is plenty of different pockets, which I love. So you have a slot for cards and then a pocket, then you have your coin little wallet here that zips, and then you have another pocket, and then another pocket with cards again, and then there's even more pockets on the sides behind those card slots. So there's plenty of different spots if you wanted to kind of arrange your money. Not all in the same pocket, you could do that. So at the beginning of the month, my husband pulls out the total amount of envelope money for all of these categories, and then we designate what category gets what amount of money, and then we clip it to all of these clips. So I'm going to do that with you now. So a lot of people ask me, how do you know how much money to use for each category? And I think that this is a really flexible question, and there's no right answer. It's whatever works in your budget. And it will take a few months to kind of figure out that number. I think it took us like 3 months to really get a good idea of how much we actually needed and could use in each category. So just test out a number. Let's say you want to do $300, like test out $300 for food and then see kind of where you are at the end of the month. If you're like, wow, we have a lot of extra money, like let's go buy some steaks, maybe you should take it down a notch. If you're like, oh my gosh, like we still have 2 weeks left and we have 0 food in the house, then bump it up a little bit more, and just kind of be flexible. It's ever changing, and as your family changes and the dynamic changes, the categories might change as well. So the numbers that we have might not work for you, and they might not even work for us 3 months down the road. So every month it's just a finessing of your budget. But I want to mention something. So we usually have a bigger number for Denver, but her diapers came out this month. We use a Honest Company subscription box, and they came out this month, and they just charge our debit card for that. So I just take the money right out of her like envelope, and we deposit it into the checking account right away. So if there is something that you purchase online, like let's say it's from Amazon, or something that you don't regularly buy but you want to just purchase one time, like on Etsy or something, then we just take that cash and then we deposit it into our checking account, and we use our debit card for that. And it's really helpful to deposit the cash before you actually pull the trigger on the purchase. That way the money is there. So that's just a little tip for you. But now that we have all of our envelopes kind of like set aside, what I do is I just put these right in my wallet, and we always have this with us every time that we go shopping. If Seth needs to go shopping without me, he will take my wallet, but usually we do the shopping together, and that way it's really helpful to be able to have all of this designated. Sometimes if you have, I will say that if you have like a bigger family where these categories are pretty large, you might not feel comfortable carrying around all of this cash at one time. So in that case, you don't have to pull the cash out for the month. Pull it out for 2 weeks or even 1 week at a time, and that's totally fine. It's really flexible. I think a lot of times budgeting in the envelope system can seem really scary and intimidating, but you are in control, nothing else. Like, you be in control of your money, and it is so much more freeing. So here's what we have going on. We have all of our envelopes here, and then I put my personal money to the side. So I actually have 20 bucks left over from last month, woohoo! And then I just put the rest of my personal money right there, so it's separated and I don't get them confused. So that is just kind of a glimpse into how we use the envelope system. It's really helpful to be able to see how much money you have, look at it and say, do we really want to buy that right now? Let's wait. Sometimes if there's a purchase that's not a need and it's more of a want, I will save it to the end of the month, and if we have extra money, then I can go ahead and purchase it. And I just can kind of be flexible with how we spend the money. So if you have any questions about the envelope system, please leave them in the comments down below, and let's keep this conversation going. And I can even do a follow-up video for you, and just kind of some real life examples. I am going to be filming for you how we use the envelope system and grocery shop on a budget. So that will be the next video coming out in a couple days. So be sure to look out for that. And I'm excited to be able to share kind of our financial journey with you. It can be a really taboo topic, but I don't think it has to be. And I think that it's easy to live like this. It has changed our life to live debt free, to know exactly how much money we have, exactly how much money we're spending every month, and really see some good numbers going to savings and to our future. So thank you so much for requesting this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next video coming out. If you hit that bell notification right next to the subscribe button on like my home page, then you'll get notified when that video comes out. So thank you guys so much. I will see you in my next one. Bye. Today we are talking about making your bed, and specifically the right way to make your bed, and some tips and tricks I have for you to make your bedroom designer worthy.